Welcome to a Kairos Moment podcast, helping small business owners and entrepreneurs save time and money through tips and strategies. I am your host, Sean Heineman, and you can find my website at kairosocial.com. That's with a K. So how is everyone doing today? Today's podcast, we're going to discuss a girlfriend's guide to social media. So to my men listeners, yeah, you can pick this up too. Okay, I just want to let y'all know, don't turn off the podcast. Now I'm joined by co-authors. This is the first time I'm doing this with actually two people. So we're going to really have a lot of fun today with Maria Bailey Benson and Latricia Woods. How are you both doing today?
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're doing great. Thank you so much for having us on the show.
Yes, no problem. This is a girlfriend's guide to social media. First of all, Latricia, tell the listeners who you are and what you do.
My name's Latricia Woods. I have a public relations firm called Mahogany Zan Communications that I've had for 3 years. So I'm an entrepreneur. Been in public relations for over 20 years, and I help people define their story and cultivate a message to connect with their audience.
Awesome. And Maria?
I am Maria Bailey Benson, and I am a business professor, and I'm also an engineer. And I'm also an entrepreneur. So I wear many hats. I love social media. What I loved about owning a business was helping others start businesses. So I love what you do. I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this whole thing with Blab, it just kind of reminds me of the Brady Bunch whole thing. It's just all of us. Maria's like looking up.
Have our squares.
Yeah, I'm a blabaholic. You all know by now. Maria, what is one book you would recommend to the aspiring entrepreneur?
I think the E-Myth is a great book for an aspiring entrepreneur because, I think a lot of times when people think about owning a business, they think about, working in their business when their goal should be to work on their business and have other people working in their business, right? And the E-Myth, to me, really helps someone who's thinking about or contemplating starting a business know the difference between being, a business owner and being a technician who is somebody who actually just works in a business. Creating a job for yourself is what you don't want to do.
Yeah, right. And you, Latricia?
Well, Maria took mine.
Sorry.
Great minds think alike.
Yes.
Which is funny because Maria and I are such opposites. Total opposites in every sense of the word. So it's funny that we picked the same book. So if I had to pick another one, and I'm reading several, I would probably say, especially for female entrepreneurs, Lean In, because that's a great book that talks about really exercising your voice and standing up for your work and yourself and how to be a part of the conversation. I think sometimes as women, we opt out of very important conversations. And as a businesswoman, you can't afford to do that because you have to be at the table to make those opportunities happen. So I would recommend that in addition to the E-Myth.
Most definitely. Yeah. Have either one of you read The Dip by Seth Godin?
No, not yet.
I've read, what is it, Tribes?
Tribe, yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Tribes is good. Check out The Dip. It's only about 70 pages, but a powerful book.
We'll do.
Yeah, most definitely. What is the biggest mistakes you see business owners make when it comes to social media? Either one of you can take it. Yeah, Maria raised her hand. So
I think one of the biggest mistakes people make as business owners is they don't sign up for Google Plus, because Google Plus as a business owner helps make your business discoverable. And so what I find is a lot of business owners they'll neglect that, or better yet, they'll have a Google Plus profile for themselves that was maybe created as a part of having an Android phone in the past, and they don't realize they have a Google Plus profile. So the time we work with them, I'm working with someone right now who had, somewhere in the neighborhood of 5,000 views, and they're a real estate agent. And so she had 5,000 views in an empty profile, and she spends thousands of dollars on marketing.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Google Plus. I always call it Google Plus. I guess we're going to kind of get into that in a minute, but
on Google Plus.
Let me give you a high five.
There you go. Gotcha.
There we go. Latricia, what about you?
My biggest mistake that I see would be companies not even taking the time to be engaged or regulating their content to someone else, outsourcing their content and the content management to someone else. It's okay to bring on a person that is their expertise, especially if it isn't yours, but you still need to be a part of the conversation. You still need to know the functions of the platforms, and you still need to be in control of your content. I think a lot of times people relegate it to the relative or the child that's on social media or the intern, and they kind of turn over those responsibilities and that function to a third party to their detriment. And they miss a lot of opportunities to engage with their customers, to build that rapport with their client base, because they relegated it to somebody who's just kind of checking the boxes as they go to say that they got it done.
Good answer. Yeah, because I had a guest on here not too long ago. I asked this question, and he said, I can't stand when business owners give their responsibilities to like their nephew as far as social media, because he have a Facebook page, and you know, he's like, yeah, my nephew has like a Google Plus page and a Facebook page, so I give him all the duties of marketing for me.
Right, and that's the wrong way to go.
Right,
way to go. Yeah. So if you're listening to this podcast and you have a nephew that's doing your social media,
or your son or daughter,
or your son or daughter,
you will get social media results too.
Yes. Yeah, let's jump into this question since we're here. Then I know your answer, Maria, but I gotta ask you anyway. What's your favorite? And you know what? But I'll let you answer first. But yeah, because I want to say something. Maria, what is your favorite social media site?
Google Plus.
Google Plus. And
I'll say this with Google Plus. One of the things I really like about it is that Latricia and I we do a lot of events. And so when we're doing Google Plus and we're using events, on the back side, the person that we're sending the invite to, it comes to them in the form of a personal email. So it's not like somebody invited you, you know, via Facebook where you just get this random invite. I always get those all jacked up anyway. And then, you know, when I invite somebody to something and I use Google Plus, they'll, you know, people will see me and they'll say, oh my gosh, I forgot to respond. Thank you for the invite. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, I use Google Plus. They feel like they get a personal email from me. And I think that's one of the beautiful parts of it. I think it's a great tool.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Before I ask you, Latricia, I have to say this about Maria. I met, I can't remember her name, but the first thing she said was, because she said, do you know Maria? I said, yeah, well, and I'm going to have her on the podcast and stuff. And she said, yeah, you know, Maria really likes Google Plus.
That's a presentation then.
Yeah, right. She didn't say anything else about you. You know, we talked about the book and stuff, but the first thing she said was, Maria, I like Google Plus. She was like,
I do, I love it.
And if anybody's out there with Google Plus, please have them contact Maria at Maria Benson, Maria Benson, because even in the book, and we've broke each platform in the book into two parts, and usually I lead the chapter, and then Maria comes in with the how-tos. On Google Plus, I was like, I can't. I'm gonna give the chapter to Maria. I'm gonna come in here and there.
Once you get into it and you get the hang of it, you guys are going to love it as much as I do. I mean, Latricia's into it, but it does so much for your discoverability, because why are you on the internet if you're not trying to be discovered, right?
Exactly. Yes, I love Google Plus. I always call Google Plus the redhead stepchild of social media, but it's okay.
Right, Sean. There you go.
Google Plus is the stuff.
Yep. One person at a time.
Yes. Latricia, what is your favorite social media site and why?
I'm Twitter through and through. That little bluebird got me. So that's where I live and breathe every day. That's where I get my news. That's where I find my entertainment. I love to second screen. And for those of you that are new to second screen, that's when you watch something on TV while you're also participating in a conversation on social media about it at the same time. So I live for that. So that's where you'll find me on Super Bowl Sunday and Grammys and the BET Music Awards. I'm going to be on Twitter tweeting about it with everybody else because they really crack me up. So that's where I am. So that's my first go-to. That's the first platform I check in every day, and the last one I check out before I go to sleep.
Nice. I like Twitter too. Do you know the bird's name, Latricia? Do you know the bird's name?
No, but I think I met you on Twitter.
Yeah. The bird's name, the little blue bird name is Larry.
Oh, you know, I did know that.
I think I had heard that. I don't know why you said Larry, but yeah.
Wait, okay, why is it Larry?
Because one of the founders, I can't remember his name, I forgot his name. He's a big Boston Celtics fan. So he loved Larry Bird. Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah. That should have been a trivia of the day, you know.
It should have been, yes. You need
to remember that one for girlfriend guide giveaway. We're gonna remember that.
Yeah, right. So yeah, but I love Twitter. Any of you can answer this question. What made you write a girlfriend's guide to social media?
Lots of conversations during happy hour.
Yeah, can I?
Go ahead, Maria.
Yeah, a lot of questions.
Yes.
Because when we get together, when Latricia and I get together at happy hour with our girlfriends, people are always asking us. We have one friend in particular who's like, my Twitter is broken. Here, fix this. And it's like, it's not your Twitter, it's the operator error.
Yes.
So, you know, we just came up with it out of answering all the questions from because, you know, we are, I hate to say it, we're mid-40s. And a lot of our friends, you know, the world is changing and moving around us. You know, your children are using social media. Every major brand has social media. You look at the news, there's social media. And we felt like a lot of people were kind of confused and left behind.
Mm-hmm. And it's not that, you know, we wanted to stop the happy hour conversations because we love happy hour.
Yeah.
But since we can't make everybody's happy hour that has the same questions,
right,
write a book. And it's in a very conversational style. So it actually feels like you're at dinner or happy hour or brunch with your girlfriends. And you're talking about social media just as you would be talking about what took place in your life this week or what happened with the kids or what happened with the spouse, things like that. So it's very conversational style. We joke that it's even better if you have a glass of wine.
Yeah, definitely.
We are very snarky. We are very funny. We kind of have some vent moments that we give you an alert that it's about to happen. You know, say, if you feel these things are not for you, just put the book down, grab a remote control, and go back to your old life because we really need to do these things because we're tired of having these conversations. And if one more person says, you know, I was on Twitter talking to a twit, I'm gonna lose it because if you're talking to a twit, that's not because you're on Twitter. That's a whole nother issue that you were having.
And I have to say, Sean, for Latricia and myself, we're kind of like Kathy and Hoda. Everything's better with a glass of wine. Or at the least some champagne.
At the least, hey, I'm not mad at that, you know.
So when you come to a workshop, please be prepared to have a glass with us at the end. Because if we got you that far, we have to celebrate the moment. We really have to celebrate the moment.
Latricia, does your Twitter stream move a little slower after a glass of wine?
No, it moves faster. Actually.
It does. It does.
Like, the whole world moves faster. It's just great. So I just get wittier after a glass of wine.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's too funny. Maria, for the woman who wants to bring awareness to her brand, what is one tip that you can give her?
I think, you know, the best advice I can give is to be authentic. You know, if you're trying to bring awareness to your brand, be authentic to who you are. Because if you are not, you know, who you are, who you want to be, that's going to show through. You know, so I think the best thing you can do is just to be true to what you want your brand to be and own it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think it's easier too when you're your authentic self, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because people will see you in public and it's like you was one way on Twitter. They see you in public. They're like, what happened?
What happened? Or she's trying too hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
How times have changed.
I know.
Latricia, give the woman some do's and don'ts of social media. You can keep it real too. You could be as honest as you want.
How much time do we have?
Hey, we're trying to help somebody.
Well, I think for Maria and I, our biggest pet peeve is oversharing. And I think as women, we are natural born storytellers, so we love to tell a story. However, there's a couple of times that we just really don't want you to tell a story. You're on date night with your loved one. It's date night for a reason. And it really should be you and them, not all of Facebook. So we would rather not have a play-by-play of what your dinner is, from appetizer to dessert, while you're having this very romantic moment, because I don't want to be with you during that very romantic moment. We also, while we probably really love your children, we really don't want to hear about every single minute of their day, because we don't love them like you love them. And while that's really, really great, you got to think about your audience. And I think one of the reasons people hate social media or say they hate social media, because it just does seem like somebody's daily journal of every moment of their day, because people overshare. It is supposed to be a way to connect and engage. And with anything, it's really supposed to be more about the people you're connected with than you. And a good rule is 80% of your post should be about something other than you. But you follow people and it's like 90% is about them. And oh, by the way, how was your day? So oversharing is a big, big, big don't. Maria knows what my next big, big don't is going to be.
It's a doozy.
Women. And I need to take a moment here to just woosah real quick. Because this is in the book. If you are going out for the evening with your girls and you've gone, you picked out the perfect outfit, you got the perfect accessories, your hair is like laid perfectly, your makeup is the bomb, and you look gorgeous, please explain to me why your picture is of your backside. Because I'm not really sure what that does. Right. And all of your pictures are pictures of your backside. I'm starting to think you have a self-esteem issue.
Say that.
So please be very, very careful about pictures and the type of pictures that you post, because once a picture is posted on social media, it's there, it's gone. Even if you delete it, it's still there in some form. So be very careful about the pictures that you post, because they are representative of you. If you post a lot of pictures with alcohol in them, people are going to start to think that's a part of your daily routine. And college students, those party pictures, they stay with you too. But also be very careful of the pictures that people post of you or posts that they tag you in.
Absolutely.
Facebook has made it really easy for you to review any tags before they appear on your timeline. And I would really encourage everybody to exercise that rule, because then you can monitor it and say, do I really want this to appear on my timeline? Because a lot of people, especially in our age group, use their Facebook profile for both personal and professional uses. So you have to be very careful about how people have tagged you. Some people, for promotional purposes, just tag everybody that they know. If I have not agreed to be a part of that event, I may not want to be tagged. And so I remove myself from that. But just always be in charge of how you're represented on your social media profiles, and definitely be in charge of how other people use your image, your name, and your content.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's good stuff. Because the whole thing with the whole women and the whole backside thing, I'm like, look, you're attracting the wrong kind of attention.
Right, exactly. And then you're like, why does he just want me for my body?
Say that.
But I'd like to interject on something that Latricia said about, when you're a student and you're posting. I had a conversation on Wednesday, just prior. Latricia did a presentation on Wednesday, and on the way to her presentation, I was having a conversation with somebody who is a hiring manager and was defending a student for an MBA student who her company is considering hiring, because there are people who have taken issues with some of the videos that he has not been a part of, but liked on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's critical, and I think people need to be really aware of not only, being tagged and how you are represented, but then also the things that you're liking and the things that you're showing favor to. Those things could also come back to bite you when you least expect it.
Mm-hmm.
And Sean, I would say probably my biggest due for anybody with social media is you have to be engaged, and you have to be engaged regularly. You can't be what I call a voyeur, somebody who just sits on the sideline and watches people's timeline and never participate, because social media wasn't really made for that. And I always get curious when I'm on Instagram and people follow me and I go to follow them back and their profile's locked. The whole point of social media is to connect and engage. And if you're putting up barriers to that connection, then you're hindering that engagement. And if you're just sitting on the sidelines watching people's timeline and not participating, you're really not getting the value of what social media is designed to be.
Agreed.
I agree. That's good. Yeah, people who lock their profiles, I'm like, you're on Instagram, you got a locked account, or, I'm like, okay.
I think, what type of pictures are you posting that I can't?
Yeah, right.
I think they know where Hop is buried. No, they just don't want to show. That's what I said. And I said it in the book. So apparently you have something really hidden that you have to give me permission to see.
Yeah.
Then I'm scared. Do I really want to see it? Probably not.
Yeah, right.
Like, I'm scared. You scared me now.
Yeah, right. That's funny. Well, thank you both for taking some time out of your day to be guests on the Kairos Moment podcast. Maria, give us your contact information. Not your personal contact information, but your social media. Your social media.
I am, of course, on Google Plus. I am plus Maria Bailey Benson. And then on Twitter, my Twitter handle is @MariaBenson on Twitter. And I'm also Maria Bailey Benson on Instagram. So I love Google Plus. I'm on Twitter a lot too. And I love Instagram.
Awesome. Latricia?
Well, I'm on Twitter. Always. LT Woods. Always. I'm on Facebook as Latricia Harper Woods. On LinkedIn as Latricia Harper Woods. On Instagram as LT Woods. And Google Plus as LT Woods.
Awesome. And where can everyone pick up a copy of the book?
On our website.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because we got a visual audience and we got the audio audience as well. But I'll make sure I'll have that linked up in the show notes as well, where they can purchase the book from. So the website is
www.girlfriendguideinc.com. And we would love for you, once you read it, to write a review. And we also, we're taking a poll. We're trying to see who, in the book, we're kind of divided in between this book, everybody. I am the talkie, as y'all can see. Maria's the techie. So we want you to let us know if you are Team Talk or Team Tech.
Go Team Tech.
Team Tech has nothing on Team Talk.
Make it happen.
No. There's nothing. I'm double checking my Google Plus because,
Google Plus.
I gave you the right handle. So, you can find me as Google Plus, Latricia Woods or Latricia.
Awesome. Yes. Well, thank you all once again. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, people. This video will be available on YouTube, but it will also be available on iTunes, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio. So hit the subscribe button, leave us a rating and a comment. Plus, we've just been on this whole Google Plus thing. Plus, I've submitted my podcast, Kairos Moment, to Google Play. So we'll be in Google Play pretty soon. So check us out on all those platforms. Visit our website at kairosocial.com. Thank you once again, ladies. And we will. Go ahead.
One more thing, because there was one question that you put in our list that you did not ask us.
Go ahead.
That was our favorite social media site.
Mm-hmm.
So, Maria, do you have yours? Because I have mine.
No, I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
If you're ever looking for what's trending at that moment, a really, really great site for you to go to is theroot.com/Chatterati. And Chatterati is the top 12 things that Black Twitter is tweeting about that day. Right now, it's Ben Carson. And enough said. But the Chatterati compiles a list, and they update that list often throughout the day to let you know what are the top 12 things that Black Twitter is talking about. And if you're on Twitter like I am, you know what Black Twitter is, and it's a big love for you. So you definitely want to follow the Chatterati on theroot.com.
Okay, what about you, Maria?
People, one of the things that I encounter, especially as an educator all the time, is people tell me, I don't know what to say on Twitter. And so I always direct people to firsttweets.com, because that way you can see what, people that you're interested in, you can see what their first tweet is. And so I tell people all the time, go on to firsttweet.com and then emulate what you see other people writing, and it helps you get into the group of tweeting.
Awesome. I'm a big Twitter fan. Yeah. So I thought you maybe would have said like a third-party app for Google Plus or something. I don't know.
I'm trying to keep it simple. I want people
I know, right?
Right.
Well, since we're here, I love for Twitter, my Twitter people, I love Tweet Jukebox.
Okay.
Tweet Jukebox is now just like Buffer, you can schedule your tweets or Hootsuite, but with Tweet Jukebox, they play your tweets you can schedule them a month in advance, or 2 weeks, or 2 hours, or every 3 days, every 6 days. So your content always is fresh. So I literally have people thinking I'm on Twitter all day, but I have a gang of content I'm giving away. Yeah, right. Yeah, but I love giving away free content and stuff like that. I also have some paid stuff too, but I love Tweet Jukebox. So check that out as well. All right. Yeah. Well, thanks again. And we will be talking soon. I'll see you next week. We have some other great guests coming on the Kairos Moment podcast. So make sure you subscribe so you will stay tuned. So it will automatically upload to your phone. You don't even have to look for a Kairos Moment. It'll be there in your pocket. I'm in your pockets. But not really, but you know what I'm saying. This is Sean Heineman. Talk to you soon, people. Take